Hello and welcome. I'm Scott Dennis. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. Jacqueline has a night off. Topping our news, for years, Sarasota's Pinecraft community has been working with the county to come up with some ways to preserve its unique way of life. And now, plans to create a special district around the area are moving forward. ABC 7's Adam Cellini joins us live from the old Pinecraft neighborhood to explain exactly what this new district is proposing. Adam?
Yeah, well, Scott, I'm standing in front of one of several bike rental and repair shops you'll find here on a residential parcel that might be out of place or even out of code in several other parts of the county. But here it's a necessity, and it's one of the things that a special district designation could protect for generations to come.
We wanted to keep Pinecraft very much like it was, to preserve, what we have here.
Amos Stolfus is among those working with Sarasota County to preserve what makes Pinecraft a special getaway for Amish and Mennonite visitors.
People from about every state of the union come here.
In 2014, he and other residents formed a neighborhood plan with 25 proposals for the county to consider. Commissioners asked staff to create an overlay district with special exemptions to address some of these requests, which the Planning Commission approved earlier this month. In it are things like reduced parking requirements for residential properties and allowing home-based businesses like bike rental shops.
We're a pedestrian community here, so they need a bicycle repair shop like we would need a gas station.
And for the old Pinecraft neighborhood, setbacks and building coverage for its 166 parcels would be altered to allow larger structures on those properties.
We want to stay small, but yet some of those lots were so small they couldn't build anything on it.
Todd Emmerich, president of the popular Yoder's restaurant, says the neighborhood's relationship with the county has never been stronger.
There was a lot of hesitation at first by a lot of the community members because there just was, because of dealing with government. And they've gone way over the top with that, with the cooperation and the help and the processing of everything.
Working together so future generations won't have to worry about defending the culture they've bottled up here in the middle of Sarasota.
We're against letting businesses come in here and be like a tourist trap.
Now, one thing this community asked for but wasn't able to get is the ability to prohibit firearm sales in Pinecraft because that would have violated existing laws. However, this would allow them to prohibit other commercial activity that they feel is incompatible with the community, such as the sale of alcohol. In Sarasota, I'm Adam Cellini. Scott, back to you.
All right, Adam, thanks so much. A new analysis shows the Confederate monument in Manatee County will cost around $40,000 to repair. That's 3 times more than it cost taxpayers to remove it. The monument broke into 3 pieces while it was taken down in the middle of the night back in August in front of the Manatee County Courthouse. The entire incident, as you see, was captured on camera. The removal cost taxpayers about $12,000. Now they could soon be fronting another $41,000 to fix it. That's according to a new survey done by Sarasota-based Cairns Engineering Group.
It's broken. And the county, we need to fix it. I mean, it has to be fixed, obviously. So I think what you'll find is that we'll probably be trying to raise some funds from private entities to help cover the cost. I think that would be fair all the way around.
Where the monument will eventually end up is still to be determined. Baugh wants to see the issue go to the 2018 ballot and let voters decide. And State Senator Bill Galvano is in talks with the state to relocate it to the Gamble Plantation in Ellington. Manatee County Sheriff's detectives are looking for a man they say broke into a dog grooming business in Parrish. The suspect was caught on surveillance camera breaking into the dog grooming guru. If you recognize who that person is, call the sheriff's office. Detectives are also looking for this suspect who entered Brower's Flowers on Center Road in Terracea on the night of December 11th. Again, if you have any information on either of these break-ins, call the sheriff's office at 747-3011. Lido Beach needs more than 1 million cubic yards of sand, but should it come from Big Pass, which separates the 2 barrier islands? A state administrative law judge is hearing both sides of the argument this week. The Army Corps of Engineers and the city of Sarasota plan to take sand from Big Pass to re-nourish Lido Beach, but the Siesta Key Association argues that plan will hurt Siesta Beach in the long run. Siesta Key residents say Big Pass is not the only viable option as a source of sand for Lido.
They could do offshore dredging or truck it in from a permitted place like Opelika, and they could have real beach compliant sand that holds together.
There is no offshore sand that meets the criteria as far as grain size, everything that a beach of this nature has to have on it.
Final ruling is not expected to be issued for several months. Bob Harrigan off tonight. Meteorologist Steve Newman keeping track of our glorious weather today. Let's find out what's ahead for tonight and the weekend. Steve?
Thanks, Scott. Bob took the perfect time off to enjoy our Florida weather. And if you like the weather we have now, you need to thank this little cut-off low. It broke off from the main circulation of the jet stream and is now parked over northwest Mexico, and it's acting like a pump to shoot up the subtropical jet right over the southeastern United States, blocking the advance of any more cool waves right on through Christmas and maybe even to New Year. You can see a few clouds up to the north of us, and there's a weak front that is sagging southward in our direction, but none of this rain will come along with it. Just a little parcel of dry air that will arrive in the overnight hours. In fact, if you look at the future radar, you can kind of see that front come through right there after midnight, but again, it's dry. It will just be a wind shift to the north. Temperatures dropping 4 or 5 degrees overnight. But this evening, before the front gets here, look for temperatures to be in the 60s right on until midnight. We get into the 50s, bottoming out about 55. We'll have our outlook for the holiday week, the week leading to Christmas, coming up in just a few minutes. Scott.
All right, Steve, thank you. Florida stone crab season is off to a miserable start. Suncoast commercial fishermen are struggling with empty traps. Some are setting up hundreds of traps and only bringing in 12 to 15 pounds of stone crabs, making it very challenging for those doing business in the small fishing village of Cortez. The executive chef at the Seafood Shack restaurant says not only is the shortage affecting restaurant owners and fishermen, it's also impacting customers as well.
You know, instead of getting 20 pounds, now I'm getting 5 to 10, and a lot of people do not want to spend the money that it takes to purchase these at the cost that they're coming in now.
He also says stone crab prices have gone up almost $10 a pound due to this shortage. Manatee Department of Health issuing a no skin contact advisory in the Palmasola Bay area. This is a precaution after a sewage spill yesterday. Palmasola Bay is between Manatee Avenue West and Cortez Road West, south of the Palmasola Causeway. A no skin contact advisory means that water contact may pose an increased risk of infectious diseases. This includes activities like fishing, kayaking, paddleboarding, any other activity where possible skin contact or ingestion of water is possible. The advisory will be in effect until the water meets safety guidelines. A new interchange in Manatee County is going to be causing some road closures this weekend as well as into the new year. Construction crews are working on a new interchange at I-75 and State Road 64. The I-75 northbound exit 220B will be closed this Sunday and Monday night from 10 p.m. until 5 a.m. the next morning. Exit 220A is closed right now and will remain so until summer of 2018 as crews reconstruct that ramp. The project will widen the interchange ramps and install sidewalks and bicycle lanes on State Road 64, and it should be all wrapped up by late 2019. City of Sarasota announcing its office hours and waste pickup schedule for the upcoming holidays. City administrative offices will be closed Christmas Day and the day after, along with New Year's Day. There'll be no garbage, recycling, and yard waste pickup on Christmas Day or New Year's Day, and collection will be delayed by a day. If you're interested in playing a few holes of golf, though, on Christmas Day, Bobby Jones Golf Club is offering 9-hole play from 6:30 in the morning until 11 a.m. Tonight, more than 300 students will be receiving their diplomas at the State College of Florida, and one of the graduates, who is paralyzed, is determined to accomplish something monumental at this evening's event. ABC 7's Rick Adams joins us now live from the Bradenton Area Convention Center in Palmetto with more on tonight's ceremony and what that inspiring student plans to achieve. Rick?
Yes, Scott, good evening. An exciting night here, and things will be getting underway at 7 o'clock, so in under an hour. And I'm joined by the State College of Florida's president, Dr. Carol Propsfield. And Doctor, talk a little bit about how much fun a night like tonight is.
Well, this is one of the 2 nights a year I look forward to. We have a graduation here in the fall and then again in the spring. But over 1,100 students graduated. There'll be about 300 here tonight walking across the stage with their families. The auditorium will be full, and the energy, I just can't get enough of it. It's wonderful.
And speaking of energy and inspiration, there's Elliot Vasquez. Talk a little bit about his story, a fascinating story here tonight.
Well, he's a delightful young man with an incredible spirit. He had an accident after he graduated from high school that has left him in a wheelchair. But tonight, not only is he determined to get his diploma, but he's determined to walk across the stage. So I will be looking forward to meeting him at the other side of the stage when he has that opportunity, and it's just a joy to be able to make this dream come true for him. And you were telling me you still haven't met him, so this will be the first time you're meeting him. How fascinating. It is fascinating, and he just embodies the grit and determination of the kind of student that comes to the State College of Florida, and he's a role model. I can't wait to meet him. Okay, us too. We can't wait to meet him, and we'll see more of Elliot Vasquez tonight at 11 o'clock. Dr. Carol Propsfield, president of the State College of Florida, we do appreciate your time and enjoy the night. Thank you. It's a pleasure, and I'm glad you're here. Okay, and that's the latest here from Palmetto. I'm Rick Adams reporting. Scott, back to you.
All right, thank you so much, Rick. Still to come in your Suncoast News, a senator who said he would vote no on the current version of the tax reform plan is now back on board. What made him change his mind? And a federal judge releasing an ex-Trump campaign chairman from house arrest, but under some certain conditions. More when we come back.
Okay, so we drowned the fire, stirred it, drowned it again, and now just feel if it's cold.
Yeah.
Cool.
Smokey just gave me a bear hug.
I know. I already posted it.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. AndServices.com. AndServices.com.
Hi, I'm Chef Bob. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday morning on ABC7, where we'll be serving up the most awesome dishes. Then stop by your neighborhood Publix, pick up the recipe card and all the ingredients.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. Our promise means a new car you'll love. If not, return it for one you do. At Sarasota Ford, we promise live market pricing. We monitor national pricing on our entire inventory, so you get the best deal. In fact, we guarantee it. Bring us any competitor's ad, and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Come out and enjoy a taste of Hanukkah this Sunday, December 17th from 3 to 6 p.m. at Phillipi Estate Park on 41 in Sarasota. Everyone is invited. Admission is just $5 for adults. Children are free and free parking. See the world-famous Bello Knock, BMX trick stars, and more. Delicious gourmet kosher foods, music, and a 4-ton snow slide. Fun for the entire family. A taste of Hanukkah this Sunday, December 17th from 3 to 6 at Phillipi Estate Park.
ABC 7, your official Florida lottery station for the Suncoast.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. AndServices.com. AndServices.com.
In Washington, Republican Senator Marco Rubio of Florida is back on board with the current version of the GOP tax plan. A source close to the senator says Rubio is changing his vote to yes, which would be a key vote for Republicans. Today, Rubio seemingly confirmed, tweeting that increasing the child tax credit from 55% to 70% is a solid step toward broader reforms. Just yesterday, Rubio said he was voting no unless a more generous child tax credit was included. Negotiators from both the House and the Senate have already struck a tentative deal with a vote possible next week. Republican leaders say they are confident they'll have enough votes to pass it. A federal judge releasing ex-Trump campaign chairman Paul Manafort from home confinement in exchange for $10 million bail and a few other rules. Manafort turned himself into the FBI in October. He faces charges of money laundering, tax evasion, and failing to disclose foreign lobbying as part of Special Counsel Robert Mueller's Russia probe. He has pleaded not guilty. Manafort will be allowed to live at his home in South Florida and will be under curfew and electronic monitoring. He also must get permission for any other travel within the United States and is not allowed to leave the country. The judge ruling Manafort must give up 4 properties if he fails to appear for any scheduled hearing. The fraternity culture at Penn State University back in the national spotlight as prosecutors release a grand jury's report in the wake of a pledge's drinking death. Tim Piazza's death prompted a grand jury investigation on hazing and excessive alcohol consumption at the university's fraternities. Piazza died in February as he pledged Beta Theta Pi. Now, the grand jury offered some recommendations in this case.
Cure the currently deficient hazing law. Hazing right now is only a misdemeanor, and that's just not sufficient.
In all, 26 of Piazza's former fraternity brothers have now been charged, many facing allegations from reckless endangerment to manslaughter. Police say the students led them to believe a security camera in the fraternity's basement was not working, but instead allegedly deleted that video. According to prosecutors, that now recovered video shows the brothers giving Piazza 18 drinks in less than an hour and a half. Penn State case now contributing to a growing crackdown on college Greek life across the country, including Florida State University and the University of North Florida. Steve Newman is up next with your first alert weather forecast for the upcoming weekend. Stay with us.
For the last decade, S&S Motorsports of Sarasota has built custom high-performance vehicles for demanding clients worldwide. They're now bringing their 50-plus years of combined build expertise to the parts business. SRQ Performance Parts is your one-stop shop for all your performance parts and accessories.
Describe a battery or bulb, and Batteries Plus Bulbs will have it. Tell us what's broken on your smartphone, and we'll fix it.
I need a new battery for my phone.
And a new screen.
What did you do?
Visit batteriesplus.com for a store near you.
If high-performance art is what you're into, look no further than Sunset Fiat of Sarasota. For maximum performance, check out the all-new Fiat Spider. You'll flip over the superior handling and capability. Or follow roads less traveled in the Fiat 500X. No matter what your passion is, there's a Fiat for everyone. Prices starting as low as $13,999 during the Big Finish event. Going on now at Sunset Fiat of Sarasota.
Florida Studio Theater presents Mac the Knife, celebrating the spirited and immense talent of one of the greatest performers of the 20th century. Featuring some of Bobby Darin's biggest hits such as Splish Splash, Beyond the Sea, Dream Lover, and of course, Mac the Knife. Critics say Mac the Knife is energetic, performed with great spirit, full of impressive arrangements. Audiences are calling it outstanding in every way. Mac the Knife is now playing. Tickets can be purchased by calling 941-366-9000 or by visiting floridastudiotheater.org.
What to do when your heating or air conditioning needs service or, heaven forbid, replacement? Call Air Now today. We've been serving Sarasota and Manatee County since 1946. We offer $49.95 tune-ups, lease or finance options, and remember, service today or it's free.
Are you currently on Medicare? In other words, do you carry the red, white, and blue Medicare card? If so, are you suffering from chronic back pain? If you answered yes, you may be eligible for a pain-relieving back brace covered by Medicare at little to no cost, shipped directly to your home for free. These medical-grade back braces are ideal for lower back pain, arthritis, spinal disorders, and other chronic back problems. Our accredited staff will handle all of the Medicare paperwork for free, and best of all, your brace is shipped directly to your home for free. Don't let chronic lower back pain slow you down. Get moving and stay active with a medical-grade back brace covered by Medicare at little to no cost. We also accept Blue Cross Blue Shield, United Healthcare, Aetna, Humana, and other insurance. Will you qualify for a medical-grade back brace covered by Medicare? Find out for free.
Call Back Brace America at 1-800-715-0835. That's 1-800-715-0835, 1-800-715-0835.
There's nothing like this trail in Alabama. It just goes from the northern part of the state to the southern part of the state. We see all kind of different terrains, great value, great fun. We've been coming for 18 years. We started off with a group of 8, grew to 12, and grew to 16. And we love it because where else can you get world-class golf courses with world-class accommodations? To be able to play these type of courses in this environment, and the difficulty keeps us coming back over and over and over again.
Download the all-new ABC7 First Alert Weather app now.
So Steve and I were talking last night about the temperatures and how warm. We're going to see 80s in the coming days.
And you don't like it?
I don't like it this time of year.
Well, I spent a day in meditation and contemplation on the issue, and I've come around to your side. At Christmas time, maybe it shouldn't be 82, 83, 84, and more in the 70s. But it is climate change, and things are getting warmer, so we're going to have to get used to it, probably.
I guess so, yeah.
Take a look over Sarasota Bay today from our Van Wezel cam, and it was a lovely day. There's some clouds that were fairly thick this morning in some spots, but they thinned out in the afternoon. And it's absolutely gorgeous sunset at 5:38. We're gaining extra minutes in the evening hour. And our live tower cam looking over downtown Sarasota at this hour. A beautiful scene. If you're heading out on the town tonight, weather should be perfect for it. Currently 69 degrees, 64 is the dew point, so it's moist and it's mild. It should be just like velvet, the air like velvet out tonight. Across the state today, high temperatures because there's a cool front up to the north of us, only in the 50s, 65 at Tallahassee. That front is spreading in our direction, but bringing only drier air, not really cooler air. And so it's going to rebound very quickly once it passes overnight. 75 at Mayaca City this afternoon, Northport 77, Inglewood, your high was 77. And at the airport, our high of 74, 1 degree warmer than normal. Last night's low, or this morning's low, 60, right on the money. 7 years ago, it was 31 on this date, so you can see it can get cold in this time of year, even in the 20s. But I don't think we're going to see that anytime soon. Well, here is the weak front, looking at dew points. They're in the 50s ahead of it and the 40s and 30s behind it. So it's just clearly defined by a drier air mass advancing our way and a wind shift to the northeast. But once it passes by, that wind shift will be brief and then coming off the Atlantic by late tomorrow, starting the warming trend. That front is attached to a low right here, producing snow over from Philadelphia, Washington, D.C., New York City this evening. Clear behind it, but we do have another disturbance over the Great Lakes producing snow, but not as intense as the Alberta Clippers of earlier this week. High pressure in advance of the front keeping us mild today. High pressure building in behind it will make us milder and warmer as we move to the weekend. Now here, 34 at Chicago right now, 23 at Chicago at Toronto, and it has milded up a little bit, warmed up a little bit. We're in the single digits at Montreal this time yesterday. And I want to look at the temperature evolution over the next week between now and Christmas Eve. That cold air in eastern Canada is going to evolve back westward. Very slowly. This is the European model showing the whole thing is pivoting back to western Canada, and cold air will spread down the Rockies and the western United States while warmth is allowed to move in our direction. That's the whole big weather pattern change that's going on right now. So on Christmas Eve, this by midnight or by 11 o'clock show, we should be able to show you the Christmas Day forecast, but I have the forecast for Christmas Eve day. Sunday, it's going to be 77 in Bradenton, 79 for the high in Sarasota, pretty close to upper 70s to near 80. Here's our weather headlines, looking for the major weather shift that's going to happen between now and Christmas, and it's going to keep us warmer into next week, and also, unfortunately, no chance of rain even into the long range. Here's our short range futurecast showing the front coming through tonight with high pressure building in behind it. Winds shift by tomorrow afternoon, and then the rest of the weekend, the winds will come off the Atlantic, warming us up to near 80 degrees. 81 degrees with no chance of rain. So here's our forecast for tonight. Look for it to be mostly fair to partly cloudy with a low temperature of 55. Winds will be light. And then for tomorrow, a partly sunny to mostly sunny day with the high temperature pretty close to 75 degrees. And your 7-day outlook shows that warming 80 on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday in the low 80s. A little front on Wednesday, but no big changes in our weather once we get past this front tonight. We'll be back with more news right after this.
Monday at 4 on Suncoast View.
I'm Stephanie Roberts on Suncoast View. Our gift guide is back with the latest ways to put joy in the daily Java for coffee lovers. And Louise Modern is in the kitchen.
Monday at 4 on Suncoast View.
Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Make your holidays sparkle with style. Browse our amazing showroom, cute collectible cottages, and beautiful Christmas displays. Find the inspiration, selection, and quality you need to deck the halls merry and bright. Christmas Traditions also features the area's largest selection of quality pre-lit Christmas trees, every size, shape, and color, and plenty of decorations to make your home shine for the holidays. Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Visit us on New 301, just a quarter mile north of University Parkway.
It's the holiday sales event here at Alex Karras Lincoln. Drive a brand new 2017 Lincoln MKX Sport Utility for $349 per month, or Lincoln's flagship, the 2017 Continental, for $449 per month. We have a great selection of certified pre-owned Lincolns. These vehicles have warranties up to 100,000 miles and come with complimentary roadside assistance. Alex Karras Lincoln, affordable luxury. Winner of the prestigious 2015 President's Award, serving Florida's Sun Coast since 1978. We are located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
I heard about the Detoli Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Detoli Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was and some additional cancers that were not found during the biopsy. I would recommend the Detoli Cancer Center. As a group of human beings, they are unbelievably great.
Attention travelers, next Tuesday a major hurricane will cause complete chaos throughout the city. Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Disasters don't plan ahead. You can. Talk to your loved ones about how you're going to be ready in an emergency.
Thanks so much for joining us tonight. World News Tonight with David Muir is coming up next. Our next news at 7 o'clock, and then again tonight at 11. We hope to see you then. Have a great weekend ahead as well.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
I witnessed him have 2 heart attacks in ICU. He went through seizures.
We'd much rather have Aaron like this than dead. A lot of parents don't have that luxury.
He can't talk. He can't walk. This is a condition Aaron will live with for the rest of his life because he abused prescription pills.
Mind your meds. Learn more from the Partnership for Drug-Free Kids.
Attention, Americans eligible for Medicare. Are you getting all the benefits you're entitled to? Did you know there may be money available to lower your medical prescription costs? Call Health Markets and we'll tell you if you qualify.
Hi, I'm Dr. Martin Jeetsi. It's a new Medicare year. That means more changes and more confusion. The key question is, what can you do now to ensure you get the care you need in the coming year?
Call Health Markets today. You may qualify to save money on prescriptions. We'll help you find plans that may cost less, cover more, and could even lower your prescription costs to increase your savings. We help you find all the benefits you're entitled to, and we do it at no cost.
Make sure you have what you need to get the care that's right for you.
Find out if you qualify to receive extra help with your prescriptions. Call the number on the screen now. Representatives are standing by.
If high performance art is what you're into, look no further than Sunset Fiat of Sarasota. For maximum performance, check out the all-new Fiat Spider. You'll flip over the superior handling and capability. Or follow roads less traveled in the Fiat 500X. No matter what your passion is, there's a Fiat for everyone. Prices starting as low as $13,999 during the Big Finish event. Going on now at Sunset Fiat of Sarasota.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.